Hi there, my name is Xochil Argueta.
And I'm Joseph Santos, and we are students in the Period 8 Media Classroom. Today, we're going to bring you some highlights of the great stories our students created during their final projects of the school year.
And to get us started, we're going to check out a popular pizza spot here in the Bronx and the long family history around it. Here's Jeremiah Tyrell with that story.
My name is Jeremiah Tyrell from Truman Media, and I'm here to tell you a story. We've all heard of the famous street Boston Road, right? How it has everything everywhere all at once, from 99-cent stores to delis to barbershops, even hair salons. But of course, there's always that one place that everyone loves and favors, and over here is Jerry's Pizza, and I'm here to tell you all about it. I mentioned earlier that everyone loves this place, and here's what the owner has to say about that.
Respect, price, good food, clean, and quality.
Of all of those things, the most important thing this community shares is respect. This place has been around for so long that it has gained generations of respect, from grandparents to parents to children and grandchildren. Jerry's has documented these generations from years by taking pictures. All of these pictures are special to the community, but this one is very special, and here's why.
That picture in Jerry Pizza makes me feel proud because that picture was all of us back in the days when we were much younger, just going to Jerry's Pizza in the summer, hanging out. So when Jerry's had appreciation day, I took that picture to remind us all that we're all grown up now.
If you didn't know, that lady was my mother, and she took that picture of my father and his friends around 5 years ago. So not only the pizza shop, but the people in the pictures have something to look back on. Life on B Road is perfect, and having Jerry's Pizza makes the experience 10 times better. And here's what a reoccurring customer has to say about this place.
I've been coming to this place since I was 5 years old. The customer service is great. The pizza is good. Even how big the slices are and how it's affordable to everyone and to the community.
All in all, this place has unified everyone and caused many friendships to form all across the community. And Jerry, if you can hear this, we all hope you're at ease and happy wherever you are. I'm Jeremiah Tyrell from Truman Media, and I hope you enjoyed this story.
Many of you live in Co-op City, and in our next story, we uncover a great place for teens to go after school and during the summer. Here's Spencer King with those details.
The Section 5 Teen Center has been a safe haven for the teens of Section 5. This center is open to all teens of the ages 14 through 18. It is a safe place to meet the teens of the community. Throughout its programs, teens are offered tutoring help, a place to relax and unwind with your peers, and community services during the school year. I have been a member since I was 14 years old.
It offers teens a chance to be very expressive with their imaginations. It allows them to have a space where they feel safe, where they feel like they can make a change in the community around them.
The staff at the center offers many activities like music, basketball, Pinterest, a place where they can express themselves and connect well with the younger teen members. Grades must be maintained and a code of respect towards each other is enforced.
It gives them a chance to express their thoughts, one, talk about things that they probably can't speak about with their parents. And the staff here is also good as well because we try to create a safe space for them to, be themselves. So I feel like that's really helpful.
The staff at the Teen Center are younger adults who connect well with the teen members. The support of the Teen Center gives teens an option to productively spend their time.
Teens are energetic, teens are explosive, teens have a voice. So, the world is their oyster. And unless we cultivate them into understanding what they want to do and how they want to do it, they'll never be able to see their full potential.
As teens continue to strive and age out, the staff continues to keep the tradition going and hope for the better future of the next generation of teens. Reporting from True Media, my name is Spencer King.
We eat bread almost every day. It's a part of many of our meals. But do you ever think about where it comes from? Or the people who make it? Sammy Bello introduces us to a Mexican baker and his love for his creations.
New York delis are a dime a dozen. Located on almost every corner of the streets of New York City, they seem like a regular view. But this specific deli stands out from the rest. How? Inside this specific deli lies the workplace of Miguel Cantu, a Mexican bread baker. Filled with hopes and dreams, this deli supplies Miguel with a way to provide for his family. The deli boasts a warm, inviting atmosphere with the aroma of freshly baked bread. Miguel has been baking for approximately 11 years, still going strong. With the wide variety of bread, customers can choose a bread to whisk away from a small muffin to rice-filled pastries. With 11 years as a baker, Miguel eagerly awaits the many blessings life as a baker can bring.
Lo que me motivó es que ahí me di cuenta que hay para que me abra las puertas, ¿ves?
With many new regulars and friends made throughout the years, Miguel works hard to bring in the dough to provide for his family, consisting of his future wife and not just one, but 3 children, which he loves equally. Even with his years of working as a baker, Miguel still rises as he holds deep hopes in his heart, which is like a pan of rising dough, getting better as time goes on.
Hay muchas. Con ellos ahorita somos familia, amistades. Un día podemos llegar a ser socios y abrir una empresa, ¿ves?
Making bread has basically become second nature for Miguel after all this time. Weighing the ingredients, pouring it in the mixer, preparing the type of bread he's making into its shape, adding filling if needed, and continues on to prepping it for the oven, and finally, baking it. As it bakes, he occasionally has to rotate the tray to make sure the bread is fully baked. Once it's ready, he takes the bread out and lets it cool. Does this process get boring? Let Miguel tell you himself.
Todo es aburrido, te hace tu mente estar ocupada. No todo el tiempo hace lo mismo.
Even after more than a decade of making bread, Miguel always enjoys the bread making process, being careful throughout the whole operation. How does he be careful with his formula? Well,
Asegurarte que lleve todos los ingredientes. Y el secreto es hacerlo con amor.
with a slight haze, consistency, and the special ingredient, it's no wonder why Miguel is on a roll with his small bread business. As of today, Miguel is still making bread, selling bread not only in the deli, but also at Fordham and Kingsbridge. Hoping to expand further later on, Miguel strives to make customers happy, knowing they can rely on him with freshly made Mexican bread. This has been Sammy Bayo for Truman Media.
Wow, that made me hungry.
Same.
When is lunch?
And finally, we're going to introduce you to a New York City college professor who also happens to be an artist, who mixes his art into everything he teaches. Here's Isabel Barletta with the story.
What do you think of when you hear the word art? Do you think of famous museums packed full of people waiting in lines to see famous attractions? Do you think of cheery, bright paintings of beautiful landscapes? In a cramped studio on 2nd Avenue, there lies Onel Nar's artwork. While Nar's paintings do consist of bright colors, they are far from idyllic landscapes. His paintings show a far from outspoken perspective on the Bronx. Flaky paint and plastic bags are riddled throughout his work, inspired by his infatuation with art, which began in his childhood.
I liked images. I became fascinated with seeing, looking, watching, and then synthesizing my observations and drawings.
Growing up in the South Bronx, he was met with difficulties such as feelings of anger and frustration when looking at the art world. In his art, he strives to portray the Bronx for what it really is, not trying to hide its negative, but highlighting its hidden beauty. Using materials commonly used in the Bronx, he brings a sense of familiarity to his art, connecting with those who can relate with a sense of nostalgia.
People are the most important resource on this earth, so, what better way to connect with them?
Yet Nar represents his community in more ways than one. He is a teacher working for the Department of Education in home instruction. He teaches art online to kids all over New York. While he is trained to teach art, he has taught English, global, and U.S. history.
I bring art to everything I teach, whether it be history or language arts. If I'm teaching global history, world history, or American history, I bring in art history, period-specific art that could help the material come to life.
The importance of teaching has come up time and time again in Mr. Nar's life.
Teaching is everywhere, and I think that teaching has helped me to be able to communicate more effectively, to also to develop empathy, compassion for people, connect with people.
Nar values how teaching has changed the way he sees the world, and as an artist, he is able to build a new perspective on his audience. And when asked what he hopes his students gain from his teaching, his answer was this:
The ability to think. Teachers are encouraged to kind of keep their opinions to themselves. So that way you allow students to, you basically give them the tools to think for themselves about their surroundings, their immediate surroundings, and what's going on in the world.
Reporting from Truman Media, I'm Isabel Barletta.
Well, that's all we have for this episode. Thanks for joining us. I'm Xochil.
And I'm Joseph Santos. Special thanks to our team in the control room for making us look good today. See you next time.